You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys. As school is about to let out, track and field state championships are happening across the nation. And we must revisit a topic that I've talked about here, I believe like last year. Because in West Virginia, they actually have a transgender. I believe this kid is like 15 years old. Becky Pepper Jackson. This is a male that competes in girls track and field. And guess what? The state championships happen. And to a surprise to no one, folks, the transgender demolished the females. It wasn't even close. This happened in a super duper red state of West Virginia. Why? Well, West Virginia actually implemented a ban in the law on transgenders invading female sports. But of course, on appeal, activist judges said, nah, you can't do that. Struck down the law. However, the U.S. Supreme Court is about to weigh in on this, and a ruling could be coming pretty soon to stop the trans madness in female sports. It's coming. And I do believe that the Supreme Court is going to right this. So the Becky Pepper Jacksons, the A.B. Hernandezes we talked about here on this channel, their records, their championships could be wiped out. And I'm pretty sure, the left is going to freak out by this because, folks, they really want to transition your kids. If you have a son, leftists would be pretty happy with every single boy being quote unquote transitioned into a female because they really want to emasculate males because they hate masculinity. They want effeminate men. That's what they want. So let's go ahead and dive into this, guys. Here we go. So right over here, transgender track star wins state championship ahead of SCOTUS ruling. Yeah. Becky Pepper Jackson, a 15-year-old transgender track star at Bridgeport High School, won the West Virginia State Championship this weekend. Pepper Jackson's win comes ahead of the Supreme Court ruling that could potentially bar biological boys from playing in women's sports, which a majority of Americans, including Democrats, support. Yeah. When you're talking about the percentage, this is like a 90-10 issue, more likely 95-5 issue. But based on the polling, even 70% of Democrats don't believe that males should be in female sports. But you know what? Democrat politicians do not care. Anyway, look at this right here. This is what the New York Post reported. Quote, the sophomore won first place in the girls' class AAA state title with a personal best of 38 feet, 11.75 inches in shot put. The second place winner came in just under 2 feet shorter at 36 feet, 11 inches. This was a complete wipeout. Becky Pepper Jackson slaughtered the female competition. 2 feet, that is a lot in track and field. A lot. Not even close. West Virginia instituted the Save Women's Sports Act in 2021, but Pepper Jackson's mother sued, and the law was later overturned by the Fourth Circuit. Quote, initially, a district judge upheld it, but upon appeal, the Fourth Circuit reversed it, added the Post. Becky's attorneys at the ACLU, delivered oral arguments to the Supreme Court justices in January, but a final ruling isn't expected until June. Yeah, so pretty much, guys, any day now. We're almost in June. the Supreme Court is about to drop the hammer on the trans invasion in sports. Legal experts have predicted the Supreme Court will likely uphold the West Virginia law. Quote, the Supreme Court on Tuesday seemed likely to uphold laws that prohibit transgender women and girls from competing on women's and girls' sports teams, SCOTUS blog reported in January. Quote, after nearly 3.5 hours of arguments in the pair of cases from Idaho and West Virginia, a majority of the justices appeared to agree with the states that the laws can remain in place, even if it was not clear how broadly their ruling might sweep. Now, we already know how at least one of these justices is actually going to rule. I'm talking about Ketanji Brown Jackson. She's going to be perfectly okay with the female invasion of women's sports because she doesn't even know what a woman is. Yeah, you guys remember that during her confirmation hearing? She actually said, I'm not a biologist. I don't know what a woman is, when apparently she's actually supposed to be a woman. How insane is that? How insane is that? Now, in California, we also have A.B. Hernandez, who is probably about to win multiple state titles in the People's Republic of California. A.B. Hernandez just crushed females in 3 events. So I believe next week is when the state titles will actually be happening in California. And you know what? I don't blame the kids. I blame the parents that allowed this to happen. I blame politicians who allowed this to happen. I've actually called for arrest, folks. I called for arrests. And you know what? If the Supreme Court rules in favor of West Virginia, and these leftists still keep pushing females into, not females, but pushing males into female sports, arrests must be made. Because make no mistake about it, guys, they're going to try and hide the biological sets of these male athletes. There's going to be a huge cover-up, folks. They're going to keep pushing them into female sports. Remember, they actually tried to do that at San Jose State University in California, where you had a male identifies as a female. The university knew it and didn't tell girls anything. This dude was in a locker room with females, sleeping in the same room in beds with females. Yeah, arrests must be made. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time. Welcome to blackwhitenetwork.com. We're running a sale, guys. 15% off everything in the merch store, including our new Freedom shirt with the bald eagle on the front. And of course, our best-selling shirt is our America 250 Bald Eagle Edition shirt with the America 250 flag on the back. We also have hats, our Patriot 1776 shirt. We have our hoodies, zip-up hoodies, other hats as well, including coffee mugs. Also, memberships are available on the website. $10 a month. When you sign up, you get a 7-day free trial. You can also save money by getting the annual plan. You get member videos, also access to our Friday member stream that we have every single Friday. If you would like to donate to us, you can do it directly on the website. $5, $10, $20, whatever you guys want to give. We do appreciate the support.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.